Take a listen.
I have now found a more dangerous 3 provisions, and I put them out, so I think that Nigeria can read it. They can see it before any comment. First, let's go to section 63. Now, section 63, which I just discovered, they have now reintroduced something very terrible. You can see it there. That ballot paper that will be used for the 2027 election, that does not bear the official mark, the feature, security features of INEC, should be accepted by presiding officer. You can read it there. That where the returning officer satisfied, the word satisfied, that was contained in section 49 of the 2010 Act that took us 20 years until 2022 to repeat, to remove, because what is the objective condition to determine what satisfy a presiding officer? The presiding officer has now been given the discretion to now accept ballot paper, notwithstanding the absence of the official mark, and to count that ballot paper. What that means is that before this election, politicians who now have access to the the security features of INEC ballot, they are going to produce their ballot papers. They are going to print their own ballot paper. They have to be accepted. This is dangerous and put in the electoral act. Similarly, may I show section 138? No, 138. Let's go to section 138. Section 138 has been one of the rigging provisions that we have cried out to be removed. As a matter of fact, you remember that in 2019, in this current republic, under Buhari was the only time that there was no electoral act passed. Because when we made that recommendation, that this thing should be removed, this section should be removed, you remember that it was rejected. And what the section says? Grant of filing petition. It says that an act or omission which will be contrary to the instruction or directive of the commission or of an officer appointed for the purpose of election, but which is not contrary to the provision of this act, shall not of itself be a ground for questioning the election. May I make a few observations here? You see, when you want to deceive people, you put it in words. Bring that section back again. You see, what did this guy say? They were just short of referring to INEC regulations and guidelines, because the instruction and directive of INEC are contained in INEC regulation and guidelines.
What has effectively happened with the last electoral act is that the Akpabio-led Senate has legislated election rigging into our laws. Now people can print their own ballot papers, and INEC does not need to verify the security features. If the electoral officer deems it fit, they can count it. Meaning people can just print ballot paper in their house and bring it to polling unit and it will be counted. Now, if a person has committed electoral offense, that person is now shielded. Electoral officer is now shielded from facing the law. I think this one is in support of Akpabio, because the person that rigged the election for Akpabio, the guy is in prison now. Akpabio is Senate president. So you are now shielded from your sins. Comrade Adams Ali Oshiomhole, senator representing Edo North. Is this the electoral law you signed for Nigerians and for the people of Edo North? Senator Neda Imasuen, senator representing Edo South, the one I voted for. I voted for Neda Imasuen in Edo South, and Oshiomhole is the senator representing Edo North, where I come from. Gentlemen senators, is this the electoral law you signed for the people of Nigeria? Were you part of the legislation of rigging into our electoral process? Please share this video to them. Let them answer these questions.